the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gators will kick it away first. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab, it's Madden. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Safe to say expectations have not been met. When you start a season in the top 5, you expect to contend for a playoff spot. Now they're sitting there unranked. What about just overhauling the whole program if they can't get this thing fixed?
Well, yes, and it's hard, man. It's hard when you start that high and then something happens and it starts to snowball. Momentum is a powerful thing. These are young kids, Jesse, and they got to find a way to swing that momentum.
They've had some tough loss.
Touchdown, Bama! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time. He's going to take off.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Bunch formation for these receivers. And the the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Abrams. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll go right back to the run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Gators' ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Gators back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Gators. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now It's up to them to find a way to answer it. Creates a little space. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Looking for space to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. Breaks into the open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, without a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Abrams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, they'll go to the air. quickly complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous. Making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Hobbs. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
They just keep firing. Oh, they're after him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes that Alabama offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Russell. Setting up the screen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Starting to feel a little pressure. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Florida! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Number 1 and number 2, and the numbers keep changing on the scoreboard, gentlemen. Penn State is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up 14 over Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this 1 versus 2 matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Quick strike complete. And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw and pulls the trigger for the easy completion. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Those screen plays, you really want to sell it.
get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Madden. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on first down from the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Russell. Deep shot for the end zone. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Caught near the sticks. It's Montgomery. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, I don't know if there was a lot of question with respect to who that ball was going to be going to. This quarterback knows who his best playmaker is, and on the final play of the first half, he was looking him up. It wasn't going to be easy, but they were able to execute, get on the same page, score the touchdown, and they've got the lead.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. Coming out with it, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Take the handoff. It's Hobbs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quarterback may change this route. Going to sling it on second down. Pressure coming. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The give. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Fires to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He's got him. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Lost to throw again. Still looking on the move. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got a man. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. Touchdown tie. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we've got an update on number 1 versus number 2 going on right now. A lot of we ares inside that stadium today. Penn State is running away with things, and that offense looks unstoppable. They're up by 28 over Michigan. We'll circle back if anything changes in the game of the week. 1 versus 2, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fires it down the seam. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Mano-y-mano, man. One-on-one go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 30. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Bond. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And listen, I like this near the goal line, right? Do something a little bit different. Try to get you guys with a little bit of speed on the perimeter. Everybody brings in all those big bodies for the goal line. Try to be stout up the middle and not give up the run. So nice job of getting positive yards down in the red zone.
He's got him in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The pass play they hoped would spread the defense out, create a one-on-one opportunity, but they were equal to the challenge.
Yeah, and that's a play the receiver would love to have back. It looked for a second like he might be able to break that tackle and score a touchdown. Just wasn't able to get it done.
Touchdown, Alabama! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. Can't just let him pick you apart.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Might be changing the route. He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building. You get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The give on the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense. And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to do passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll set up to throw. going for the big play. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Gives it on the option. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Got his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Takes it from the gun on third down. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Red pass, it's complete. What a cut. Now he's loose. Into the secondary on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama! They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
How crisis in an offense, when you can generate explosive plays by running the football, you got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Abrams. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Snagged in the middle, Mitch Williams. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Gators, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the air on first down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Davey, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I mean, what a great route by the wide receiver. You talk about leaving everybody in the dust. I mean, he left everybody behind him, runs the corner route, and to be honest, I mean, there is nobody stopping him.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on.
Time to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.